No, actually. Any ideas?
Alright, what should we name the case? The Hanged Man, The Furies Are at Home in the Mirror. That's, wow. The Setting Sun, Shit on a Stick. I like The Setting Sun.
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting
But
sun.
it sounds cute.
At all. It has nothing to do with that, so... Something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete? Mundane, usual?
But concrete, mundane, and usual is boring.
Usual is boring.
Haha!
We don't do that.
Say, me and Inland Empire, we're tight too. Alright, the Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too.
He's
The
excited.
Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
I've never heard so much life in Kim's voice when talking to me.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good to be something.
He's excited. Oh, I made my wife happy. That's all that matters. Alright, I'm done.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Alright, browse the yellow.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
I don't know. Bottommost was one word. It's interesting.
You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Do we really need to be going through this? I don't know.
A monetary penalization
Like-
ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
And we know about the field autopsy form, but I'll click it anyway.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Enough.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Great.
What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy of paper.
Smell the ledger.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
I can almost smell it. Alright. Well, that was fun. Let's see if Kuno knows anything about the clothes.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Jesus already. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and in parentheses, he doesn't care. I have more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How'd they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Kuno, you look like you're about to tell your friends not to come to school tomorrow. I don't think I want to dress like that. 500 real. I have 45. I can't afford you and your, I guess, Gucci threads.
Is Kuno in the room with us right now?
Is Kuno in the room with us right now?
Yeah, like he's just keep
Look,
talking in third
Kuno
person.
ain't seen shit lying around, except for that there.
Oh, Kuno
Now you
talks
want
in the third
performance
person,
gear or
yes.
not gonna fire?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Alright, I already have
Whatever.
pants.
Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
Oh my god.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Bye.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. Fuck you, Kuno. Alright. Oh, wait, no, let's talk to the dead body, see if he has anything to say about appearing in my dreams.
The man is decomposing visibly
Don't
now.
remind me.
Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Oh, he has nothing new to say.
Come back later, Corporal.
Whatever. Okay. Ew. That did nothing. Let's see the ledger. I think we have to call someone at the precinct too. Let me see. Read the watermarks. Call your station's Lazarus, yeah. Okay. And I think we can call
Inside, you see a set of steering
girl
levers,
that worked
a
at the
radio
Whirling
microphone, a pull-out
that
toolbox,
called
and
in
the
the
soft glow
murder.
of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Let's talk to Sylvie.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot.
Oh.
Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
I'll go. Sylvie, I believe we've met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out.
What?
No question about it.
No. Of course electrochemistry is saying that. It's fucking like lizard brain. Yeah, we're gonna ask her if she's seen our badge and gun. Come on, Harry. I'm not gonna ask her to grab a cup of coffee. Alright, so let's say, was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Oh, I thought she did. Did you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Why?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Who?
You know who?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words.
Oh no. I should definitely ask her out now.
Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You need to get away from me.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Alright, do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know.
Oh my god, she's getting...
It wasn't me.
Why is she getting
I
mad?
haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
I'm not gonna ask her about the badge, the gun, or the paperwork. I'm not gonna ask her out to coffee, so I guess that's it. Thanks for nothing.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Ooh, empathy. Oh, that's good. Okay, wait, why does she seem angry with you?
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like God.
Okay, but I'm a guy. Sure it isn't about me?
Trust me, you wouldn't want to be the guy here. You know how it is. Yak, yak, nag, nag. No, you're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love.
No.
Matchmaker extraordinaire.
Harry, no.
Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
Harry Dubois, no. Oh my god, not a spinster! I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without all this internalized misogyny.
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore?
Oh, goodness.
You have to act, Lieutenant Love.
No, don't call me that.
You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God himself.
I'm really, really regretting how many points I put into empathy.
Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
It says, please no. I don't want to say any of those things. In parentheses, refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. Now that's got me intrigued. Alright, I'm going to say, are you still there, kiddo? Listen, I've got everything under control.
No. What?
You and Guard, right? A little trouble under the sheets? Say no more. Papa's got this, Big Papa. I am full of regret. There's nothing that I honestly, I can't believe this is happening. So it's between that and I know, baby, I know. It's just that you've got that sweet woman-child thing that makes men go crazy, especially a man like Guard. What's worse, calling her baby or calling myself Papa, Big Papa? Well, she's on the phone, so she can't slap me, so I'll just call her baby.
Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
I've got a hunch your love life is about to take a very pleasant turn. Give the lieutenant a knowing wink.
What? What is it?
You'll see, Lieutenant. You'll see. Wink again. I hate myself.
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on.
Oh my gosh.
Take it to God now.
Let's talk to the 41st Lazarus now. Let's actually do police work and be a professional.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Alright, Harry, we gotta do a little prayer. Please don't bully us. Please don't bully us. Please don't bully us.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I'm in a bad way, Doc. A real bad way.
Oh, it's you.
Oh.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from a spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
Both? But that sounds bad.
Yep.
Oh. I still feel pretty good, though. I could probably take a lot of damage.
Yes, positive thinking is a well-known cure-all. My suggestion is to exercise a lot.
I do run around.
You're detecting very little in the way of empathy from Dr. Gottlieb.
Okay, so what do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too.
Oh, but speed?
No.
Sweet speed.
No.
It goes so well with alcohol, too. Abstinence could have immediate positive effects on your health.
Is there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Alright, then.
Do that. I need to go. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like mactursin, but it's hard to say because his eyes are swollen.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Oh, the meathead. Okay, bye.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
No.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Let's put the
Ready?
headlights on.
I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Loves his cars. You know, he loves his cars.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The raspberry gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canela comes to life with a whiny growl.
My God. It sounded like the dinosaurs were back.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay. Let's stand.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally them up.
The first row has 18 dots.
And the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
There are so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
That's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Got drunk like a megastar? Oh. This is too real. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. I'll say got drunk like a megastar.
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, Wow, more than 200.
Wow, was that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I don't think I can ever re-become this person. What's the last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week and don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Maybe I should find a hobby?
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Sorry, that was my giddy wife and wife interaction noise. I love it. Alright, look at the street.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Look around you.
A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Oh God, we're in Providence.
In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, 2 men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Ooh.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
Seems like a shithole.
It has its problems.
Alright, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
Statistics. Cool. Good cop, bad cop 6. What does that mean? Moralist, ultra-liberal, fascist. 6 on the communist scale. 5. Superstar cop. I like that. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's see if I can ask him about the tattoos.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Let's point through the...
He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Okay, well, it wasn't an option. Let's go talk to Gart.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Why do you need to use the phone?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
I love missing persons cases.
That's right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
Alright. Albite, has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rag.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Well, the waterlock is broken until tomorrow.
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
They probably just got stuck over there, yeah.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Probably just a technical problem. It's not like I ran into it while I was drunk. It's fine.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
Oh, it better.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
We want the funk. Gotta have that funk.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna accept.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
We'll come back and ask her about, the bugs.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown. He doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
What is this, picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns.
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal.
I like standards.
Of course you do. Maybe some regulations and a usual pistol to go with them. It's official. My lord's coppo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait. This will be my capo type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
No, I'll doubt.
Good, good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting now, doesn't it? I won't trouble you any further.
Just wait until I sing karaoke. I'll show you who's brown.
Can I help you?
Here's the trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container, despondently. CSM is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Yes?
So I talked to Sylvie, wink.
God.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
I'm not even gonna say the first option. Oh, don't I have anything else like a back button, for example?
Life doesn't have a back button. Now get off your ass and speak the truth about Sylvie the whore.
Oh my god, why did I get myself into this?
I don't like this.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be another way.
Alright, fine. Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the cock carousel. I said it. There we
Wonderful.
go. I'm sorry, Kim. I embarrassed myself in front of you again.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel.
Just drill the inside of your mouth with your tongue. Oh my god, I can't even. I want Evrart to come down here and smack me and knock me out with a big, obnoxious novelty check. Please. I'm gonna do the gesture.
Huh?
Yeah, this feels right. It feels wise. Good setup. Now speak the real shit.
God.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
Oh, now you want to know.
What else do you need?
Yeah, she said that she likes the cock carousel very much. So fun. Depict a carousel of cocks going merrily around.
He looks at you, spinning your arms, then leans on the corner and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer.
What a bitch.
I found it on the ground with the broken wing on the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Or, you know, maybe I broke it.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. Cock carousel. I understand now.
I've ruined everything.
They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest. Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
That was the worst. And now I have alcohol. I'm not gonna use it though. Oh boy, what should I level up now? I'm gonna go the Culpa one. Let's do that. I have the silence. I'm just contemplating in silence. Oh, I feel like I'm getting a migraine, y'all. Alright, so we talked to him, we returned the thing. Oh yeah, let's go tell... Oh yeah, let's talk to these guys. There's some money. She said unbelievable when I took that money. Was it because it was a tip?
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Look out the window. -12, it's not time yet.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
It's not time yet, okay.
Let me handle this. Detective disorientated.
Wow.
Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
You lied to me. You're not a gardener.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Damn straight.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. I'm not gonna stoke the fire over here.
Let's.
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Oh my god. Fuck you then. Piss me off.
This is where you say your bed.
Yeah.
He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed immediately. You should not indulge him.
Oh wait, let's see. So there were 8 footprints. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's 8 people. And there were 8 boot prints, one of them being a child or a woman, and there's a woman.
Detective.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Cross your arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
First, we need to talk to you about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
You have no idea, Titus. You have no idea, and I'm gonna call you Titus.
Real big dick cops. Look at them. Reckless. Swinging in the wind.
You, watch me do the helicopter.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
You guys are obsessed with dicks.
Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
Oh, so you know him from Jamrock, huh?
Yeah. Gave them real nice, big dicks.
Yeah. Anyways.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them. Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard.
I already did.
Chances are they're going to match.
I already did visual calculus. There's also someone that seems a little bit heavier that could, or him, or Titus, he could have held the corpse up, you know?
Starting from the right, boot size 44, blonde man, in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet, across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Maritzian, in his late 30s, early 40s.
Sarah Maritzian, I like that.
And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
Kim said something about a drummer or a driver because of the wear on a set of the right, a set of boot prints. The right side was more worn down than the left, so he thought maybe a drummer or a driver, and that Eugene could be that.
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over.
Yep.
He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion,
Seems nervous too.
these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing, the odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
She's right here.
The fuck is with you, fella?
I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
Oh, honey.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
Who?
This person Glenn wants to hire. He really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Shut the fuck up, Glenn! Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
So the man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
So, you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. A real looker, that one. Stinks like shit, too.
You don't even know the half of it. I was all up in there.
They love him, boss. Spend all day digging around in there. Can't get enough of that pretty boy smell.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why are your boot prints all over the scene?
You mean these boots?
Yes.
We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene.
Aha, so you just confessed to murder.
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
They're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so.
So who called the shots?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Titus, keep addressing him. He wants everyone to know he's in charge.
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
I'm gonna point at Elizabeth.
It wasn't a question, Bigwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
That's Lieutenant Love to you.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
When did it occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Okay, so he came around 3 weeks ago, and we're surmising that the murder happened a week ago. Okay.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over.
Oh.
But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
How did you kill her? Him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. The autopsy did not reveal anything too conflicting this far. You just have to wing it.
Did you muffle him?
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
Shut up, bitch.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Composure challenging. Where did this overpowering happen?
Right fucking here. The fucker pranced in here like he owns the place. Got what was coming to him.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
How did you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Okay, I have another question.
Like what, Copper?
Why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you. Weren't you warned to not go down this path? And yet you still go and do it.
Yes, because I am the cop around here.
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
Because that's my boy.
Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Alright.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
So why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary.
And he stepped out alive.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Seminine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
How do you even know he was in the Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNE's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Ugh.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNE's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
Like, fuck everyone like he's actually gonna fuck them, or fuck them like he's gonna kill everybody?
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did. Right there. Like some kind of animal.
Undignified behaviors. Shanky. I almost called him Stanky.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Yep. Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grab one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of that. There's like this story, I think it was in 60s, 70s, I don't know, like this small town, and there was this one guy that was just a menace and everyone hated him. And one day, the entire town, like someone got rid of him and no one would say who it was, and the entire town was just like okay with him being gone and someone murdering him, that it was never looked into. And that's what's reminding me of, like this kind of like group of vigilantes killing somebody because they're being a general fucking menace.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming.
Oh my god.
Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
You know, I'm shocked that he's not talking about Harry right now, because, I don't know, but I don't think we would sexually assault anybody. Like, we as in Harry. Okay, was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Okay, but who did the rape then? It's a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Okay.
What about him?
So no remorse. I mean, I guess I wouldn't feel remorse either, but I'll ask it.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
I mean, yes, we know. I'm agreeing with you.
He's clearly been in solitary confinement, and at a young age, nonetheless.
Sad.
So he's hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Alright, we'll conclude the questioning.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
I don't have anything for authority, do I? Minus authority. Well. For some reason I don't think that went well, but...
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling.
Still not time yet. So he was being a genuine menace, and they dealt with it. Prove my authority.
The door is closed.
I was gonna see if we could talk to the blonde woman, but no. Alright. Let's go see Everard.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
Let it go.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
That weasel I visited, turns out he has one hell of a colonial Mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
All I'm saying is he had a lot of mugs. Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
No problem. Okay, wasn't there something here? What was
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you.
interfacing? Do we have anything else for interfacing? Let's see. I will never remember what these things have. Let's try it anyway. Let's see.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you? Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
Do you know me?
No.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Harry Dubois. Do you have anything in my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia.
Oh my god, we have the same taste in movies too.
No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door.
Why would a video rental store need to be open 24 hours?
Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker.
Like there has to be a demand for videotapes at odd hours of the night if it's 24 hours, right? You have to fulfill the demand or else you're not making money, right?
Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
What was all shit?
It.
Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24 hour.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
My handler is like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut this off. Alright. That's enough for you today. Turn the brain off. Back to the creepy part. All around you, great machines and quiescence? I sure can speak English. Am I gonna try to open this again today? What is it that we needed here?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Rhetoric. Alright, let's see about this guy. This guy looks like a frog.
Mr. Dubois. A pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Thanks. Alright, I opened the door you asked me.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Everart's Rainbow Coalition. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
The mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me.
Stop bullshitting me.
I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
Yeah, but everybody's a nobody until something happens to them.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
There's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton.
Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Raping your churches, burning your women. This all seems a little bit like conspiracy theory to me, though.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, they moved the container?
Yes. I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
3 of them? Okay, so one's dead, where's the other 2?
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey.
A little rapey.
Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, What you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah, the Hardy Boys.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
Yeah, it is.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Lawyer girl.
Despite his boastful tone, he's having doubts about something. But what? Maybe he doesn't believe the boys really had it in them. They're his boys, after all.
I think you're sharing information with the police because you don't think they actually did it.
That's very clever, Harry. Yes, they might have said it just to impress some girls or something. But Titus has a bad temper, so the chances are 50-50.
You mentioned a lawyer girl?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it will probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy leaving the scabs at the gate is colossal. He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
Alright, tell me about Titus and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Everett, I've met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Why?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
I don't need it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. but I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
No.
Was it a good tour? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike.
Well, you can still do that.
I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yeah.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left, so you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Revachol.
Just between us, I don't care for those lefty dinks either. It's all about power, and here's how we're gonna get it. I need you to be my kingsman, Harry.
Oh boy.
Kingsman? Yes. Please, let's be that.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
It'll be righteous. Well, hello, fellow kids.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Alright, where is this place?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the current occupants? I think I know.
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Kemp, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
Fine.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a real kingsman and a patriot.
Okay. What's in the container that's outside your office? I'm desperate to
My
know.
dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
It was attached to the crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay. I met Joyce.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I helped you get that nasty body down from the tree. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
What happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
That much is true. His heart truly is in it. Though you wouldn't think so by looking at him. If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then. Positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
All right.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
Oh no, Everard's speaking in the third person. Well, Harry Dubois doesn't fucking care.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
We're gonna get t-shirts made.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Oh, he called me Harry. What about my gun?
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him.
Fire alarm.
He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinaine.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I will not be blackmailed. I was gonna say blackballed. I will not be blackmailed with gun business.
Harry, Harry. I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
How did I complete the task?
I assure you we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
The murderer.
Great!
Oops.
You want to bout? Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry.
So.
See you soon, Debarger. Just kidding, but not too much.
Ugh. Okay, I think I'm gonna put rhetoric. Is it right in front of my face? I'm gonna put some stuff into rhetoric. Interact with that in his office. Let's go outside and read that letter.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
Alright, let's do this.
There is no loophole.
Oh.
The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
What are the ramifications?
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim, these people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it?
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
Are you telling me to commit crime?
However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Evrard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
Cool. Forgery. Alright. I'm gonna go try to will this container open. Container.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I have 3%, I'm gonna try.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
One can always be philosophical. Kim. Oh my god. I always struggle with stairs in this game. Oh, and I'm always reading Pines' penis.
The payphone hangs.
Sorry about that. Oh, I'm gonna go ask this big boy. Are you a plant?
Right to work!
Yeah, of course, there's nothing there. Alright, we'll go back and talk to the Hardys. And then I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. Oi!
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
You calling me a clown now? Everett said you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, mommy?
In a sense.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Oh my god, why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp? Very mature guys.
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
I ought to knock your block off, you little freak.
Let me state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader. But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Look at that. I have an even... chance. I can't even think of words anymore. Okay. Authority. Let's see. Let's see if we got anything that can help that. Bump that up. Oh, I'm like 50%. Okay, no. Alright, let's
Looks
just try
like
it.
the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
I got... First you tell me someone's been raped, and then you say, who? That's bullshit. Stomp your feet. I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Point your finger. I like this one especially. Turn to the lieutenant. Kim, I need your gun. Or that's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna go with that one.
Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results.
I don't think so. Then they're gonna know I don't have my own gun.
You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
I'll do the second one.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
I'm not shitting myself.
Of course you are. E, didn't Carly work in a diaper shop?
Yeah. Callie said you've been hanging around the adult diaper shop, browsing the aisles. Too ashamed to ask for assistance.
A shop just for adult diapers? I don't think so.
Now that I can believe.
Is it also 24 hours like the video store?
Matter of the floor being completely covered in feces.
Oh my god.
Yes. Shit, feces, poop, Scatological jokes.
Scatological.
If you don't have anything more to say, then we are going to go back to asking questions.
You don't have to be the butt of every joke. You're making the lieutenant look bad. Just stick to what you know. Guns.
No. Alright. Talk to her too.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do to you?
Why did you say that? Did you forget you're a cop? Again?
No.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything.
Even Ahmad? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
This didn't change her opinion of you.
Alright, maybe we'll talk later. Ooh, I can put points into authority. Let's see if that helps. And let's try to...
Looks like
Get the
the
root
circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
58%?
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter? Asks Lieutenant McCoy. Replies Torson. The ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation. A bit strange the old man named her Apricot. But, I mean, who am I to judge? Wanna hit the kebab joint?
I get it, Titus. You really are the authority around here.
Oh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
These are all good options. We got, no, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. I'm gonna go with number 2.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm with June. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's Amonji with an O-U.
Shit. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Miss Orange, disco dancer.
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
Now the only option is to fail this check. Great.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions. Then we'll be on our way.
Whatever you do, do not tell him you know her. That would sound off. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her.
No,
That's
I mean,
their relationship.
Like, did they know each other before?
Something is off here. His anger is possessive.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
Okay, so when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
So what's your relationship with her?
I know her.
Okay.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
So she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye disco dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
You said you partied, but what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
No.
God damn it. Get it over with already.
Alright, we'll talk later.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
Okay. Jeez. Alright, now let's go see if we can talk to her. Oh no, we'll check in with Kim first.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yeah.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
She knows I'm dumb.
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
Yeah, I know. I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
She knows I don't remember a thing about being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
Better not to add anything to that.
What else did you do?
That's it.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
You feel fortified by his assurance.
Heals
It's
morale.
going to be alright. Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
So I'm wondering why Moby is here. Let's go see if she's available to speak. Oh, or is it this one?
The door is closed.
Who is it?
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open.
Oops. snoop around first. Hotel bill calculations. Pile of dirty clothes. The room has sad all over it. Reminds you of your own. I actually quite like it. In the yard below, a corpse lies under the pine tree.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the medication.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
Search the bottle.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
That's Nacra.
An opioid receptor antagonist.
Oh, it's like
It's used
Narcan.
for diamorphine overdoses.
Quite a collection.
Anything of note?
Let's search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Godvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a bright orange bottle with Preptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
I'm gonna show it to LT.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
No. Preppy. No. I like it. It's 2 stories. You feel someone watching you behind the glass door, a woman. The bed has been hastily made. Oh, I didn't get to see that. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Cute.
Welcome to the roof.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built, long, and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
I'm trying.
Oh yeah. Feel the power.
I'll say once a cop, always a cop.
Like riding a cop-a-cycle.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man who was hanged. The people responsible have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Your name for the record?
Clausier Amondou.
And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
And where's that?
A bad memory, officer.
Or what is that? Understood.
It's the past. People can't go back to the past.
Thankfully, it's implied.
Oh, that's it.
The record. So official.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
It's 12.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already afternoon.
Is it? It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Oh my god.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
So what did happen between you and the guy?
We partied.
What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face. The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this. Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know it was physically possible. Oh, got a cough. Goodness gracious.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
It must be hard for you seeing him there all the time. Point to the yard. Yeah, I say that, but that's directly my fault. That the body is still there.
Oh yes. I have multiple viewpoints. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I say nothing.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
If it's snitching, then why did you do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him. Throwing rocks at him.
The voice was disguised. Did you...
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
He won't be down there long, miss. We will move the body to the morgue soon.
So what did they hang him for, if not for rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. but you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
What about name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
I'm gonna say nothing about that.
You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
Titus asked you to spice things up for us?
Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
How did the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how'd you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir?
Oh.
I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Well, I'll ask her why. Are you sure you weren't raped? It's a weird question, but I'll ask.
I'm 89% sure.
89? So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
Do you?
Do I?
Maybe you don't. In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Huh. It sounds like something happened and you don't want to acknowledge it.
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. Would I be as flippant if I had been?
All right, thank you.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion? She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Let's say I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that.
Yeah.
What you need is to ask normal police questions.
Shut up. Have my back on this.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Oh, fine.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
Alright, I'll come back. I gotta remember to come back. Here. Let me make a note of it. Find... I don't even know how to spell her name. On the roof when LT goes to bed. get out of her room.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's off.
You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Alright. Let's bring that up. Yo,
The Browns
titties!
are still hanging around. What is it now? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Ugh.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I didn't push anything. She told us this straight out.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
kick your ass, man.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
Alright, where's the tape?
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this
Jerkwad.
shit. Then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Where can I listen to this?
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
Oh, first it's all dick and now it's all ass. Like, you guys.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
You don't care about evidence.
No, you lied to me.
Fucking you a cop for, then.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Alright, fine.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Oh, I got enough reminder right in this goddamn room. So, is the tape player in our room completely effed? Play it over the karaoke machine. That would be funny. Because it's moving. Look. Also, what is this? Oh, he's in my room. You can see the state of it. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Can I get my tie now, I wonder?
This fan has 2 chains, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now.
Damn.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore.
Yeah, got any ideas?
My Kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
Yeah, but it's so expensive. Maybe he'll give us a... Can I just borrow it? You think he'd let us borrow it? I said I was going to stop playing, but now I want to listen to the tape. Alright, let's check out the pawn shop real quick. And then I think I'll wrap it up. How is this way? Did we ever talk to this guy? I don't think so.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
These are all boring.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work. Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like...
Wow, officer. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
No. Oh, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? No. Hot air rises up from the sewer, sour, acidic, strangely comforting. Excuse me, I'm yawning. See, he's got a tape deck right up here, and it's like $800.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Wowshi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I borrow this?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies.
Oh, come
Never have,
on.
won't now. Is the Harmon Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Oh, fine.
And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Alright, well, we bought it. I have to do my police work. The tape, maybe just interact. Oh, maybe we just interact with it.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
Hold on a second. You know, they don't tell you that, like, streaming and all this talking is, like, mad thirsty work. No wonder, like, everyone is always toting gamer subs and drinking gamer subs, because you get mad thirsty. Damn. Anyway, play the tape.
You push Command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Ugh.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style.
Okay, so he threatened at least.
Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Oh.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
Alright, what do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
But he did say he was going to do it. You can't edit words into someone's mouth.
Indeed, but...
There's more going on here than we know.
What was that at the very end? Silence?
End of recording.
And who's Cordy?
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of... A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
So what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again, spewing out beats like it's a Friday night. The contrast feels chilly, inappropriate even.
Okay. Okay. Let's... Yeah, I'll call it... I'm gonna call it a night. Let me just get to a place. How was it down?
The warning.
You can revisit the back.
Guess not. Alright, well, that's it. Let me save. And, yeah. Bye!